Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Star Twin as Dee, Gen Proc as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Becca Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So the team is in a universe that, the world they're on is a post-apocalyptic wasteland, big desert, mountains in the distance, and they immediately ended up joining up with a caravan of vehicles led by none other than NK, the actual NK from Campaign 1, but a future version, driving literally their truck, with her now wife, Michelle. So that's neat. NK and Michelle are leading a caravan of vehicles to a supposed oasis called merCour, and NK just wants to make sure it's not secretly like a murder cult and that it's actually safe to lead these people there. On the way, though, they ended up encountering some raiders and got into a big fight, and our heroes won that battle, but they've pulled over to make sure that everyone's all right and that no one is severely injured. I mean, Dee's hurt. Dee did actually take some damage that fight. She runs over. Do you guys have any injuries?
We're good, I think.
Dee, you're bleeding.
A little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, just a little. One of the guys grazed me during the gunfight.
Phil? NK waves over Phil.
Oh, Phil.
Over.
Fucking Phil.
Okay, so let me get my med kit. I'm a doctor.
Huh. But
Yep.
I hope he's not going to rub bottle caps on me.
My name's Phil, and I'm a doctor. And he pulls out like some sterile antiseptic and like a bandage. And he goes to the wound on your arm. And I want to double check the rules to make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah. So So you are effectively healed. Your damage is healed. Because he's a medic. Now, you've been a very nice and very good young lady. Thanks for bearing through. So here's a treat. And he just puts a handful of bottle caps in your hand. And then walks back to his vehicle.
Dee looks confused, but tries to be polite. Thanks. Okay. Obi, did you need more of these?
Thanks. Stuffs them in his bag.
Okay, so it seems like everyone's okay. The sun is getting high, so this is probably a good time for us to stop, refuel, distribute any food if you have it. And let's all take let's get some shade up. And Michelle starts hauling out like a tent out of the back of the truck. Let's get up some shade to get us out of the sun. and try to let the engines cool down. Okay?
Right, okay.
Fine by me.
We're going to have a water station over here. Phyllis has water. Yes, I know there's a Phil and a Phyllis. I don't ask questions. I also don't know if they're related or married. It's very confusing. And yeah, you guys kind of set up a daytime camp, like with some shade to get out of the sun and let the engines cool down on some of the cars. Yeah, so it's frustrating because if you travel during the day, like, okay, just good talking to you guys. If you travel during the day, you risk the engines overheating, but if you travel at night, you risk raiders 10 times more so because your lights, you either are driving with no lights and you can't see where you're going, or you're driving with lights on, and every raider can see you for like
That
miles
sounds
and
rough,
miles
yeah.
and miles. Yeah. It sucks. But we're going to get these people to where they want to go.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, so the group just starts making a camp. You know, people are talking to each other and socializing.
Obi has drawn a game board in the sand and is using his bottle caps to play checkers.
Against who?
Who wants to play Obi in checkers?
Oh, yeah, I'll play a mean game of checkers. Michelle saunters
Okay.
over. Yeah, Michelle plays checkers with Obi in the sand. You know, I always like kids. You guys have more fun.
Okay, I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks.
So do we know at all how far this place is?
Well,
If assuming it exists?
if it exists, and she's NK points towards a mountain range that's ahead of you. You've been getting closer and closer to this mountain range. I think it's another 12 hours.
Okay.
It's God, if we had a highway, we'd be there within like 3. But the roads we're gonna have to slow down because I don't know if you've noticed, but the landscape is getting more impassable. And in theory, this road keeps going, but she's like pokes the ground with her foot. I'm not worried about some of our vehicles making it through this terrain, but a lot of these can't do it fast. We're going to be going slower pretty soon. I think we drive until nightfall, set up camp, and then we should get there tomorrow some point at midday. All right. So, unless you guys want to do something, we can start fast forwarding a little bit.
That sounds fine.
All right. Is there
Fine by
anything?
me.
Yeah. All right. So you guys go through, have the day camp. You have a meal. Some people are more than happy to share food with you. Especially since, like, everyone thinks Obi is, like, the coolest person. And I don't know if Obi knows why they think he's amazing.
No idea. He's just happy to be like tell tales of his adventures and like
Everyone
show
is
off cool
wrapped.
stuff he's found.
Everyone is just absolutely wrapped with him. So, like, you guys have your daytime thing. You guys pack up and you drive for like another 6 or 7 hours before you guys make camp for the night. And they kind of have like they put up like kind of like canvas walls around the campfire. So like you've got the fire going, but you can't see it from outside of camp. They've kind of walled it off so no light is getting out. And you guys, everyone wants to know Obi's stories and wants to know more about Obi, because they just watched him murk like 4 guys, like brutally. Everyone's treating Obi like he's a hero, like he's just a. And everyone's stunned to find out that you're like a 10-year-old orc and not like a full adult goblin or something.
Yeah.
It's like, you're the strangest looking goblin I've ever seen, but you're just
that's because I'm
amazing.
not one.
Oh. You know, you looked orcish. I just didn't want to say it because you're not that tall. It's.
No, I'm only 10. I'm gonna get bigger.
You're. Everyone's like, some people are like really uncomfortable when they find out you're 10 years old, but people still think like are amazed. But you guys camp uneventfully. There is nothing really happens at camp, thankfully. You guys sleep for the night. And in the morning, everybody packs up and you begin the drive in the morning, pretty early, right around sunrise. Who is driving the truck?
Do you want to drive the truck?
Yeah, I can take it again.
Okay. So you guys head off into the mountains in the morning. The roads are, as you drive through the foothills of these mountains, the path is narrow. The vehicles have to go one at a time, and they have to go much slower as you ascend these narrow rocky paths. At some point, Amy repaired the damage to the truck overnight. Because she can't. She had to burn a sweet move point, but yeah. So you are driving through the mountains. It is perilous, but your truck is more than capable of doing this. Like this is all stuff that is pretty easy to do in your truck. But you make your way through the mountains and you start to see some signs. And you start seeing like the words merCour painted, like with like an arrow pointing forward.
Hey, that's where we're going, right? I'm sure there's nothing creepy about this.
And you see some signs saying things like "peace awaits," and
I'm loving this less as we drive. It's funny.
As you reach the top of the mountains, yeah, you crest over like between a pair of mountains, but into this valley. Ahead of you is this green valley. It is massive. It stretches for miles in two directions, to the north and to the south between these mountains. And then there are more mountains past this. The road is narrow, and you are now heading down the hill towards this. You see ahead of you what appears to be a gate. And the letters, this looks like it held more letters at one point. But the remaining letters are MER space COUR. merCour. They're all capital. And Yeah, everybody roll me a d10.
Great.
6.
9.
4.
Okay. Liz, you can see that there is a heavy iron gate, a high heavy iron gate, just past this arch. And there might be hidden in trees, because now you're passing into there are these trees and it's lush and it's green. It's like you've come out of the rain shadow, right? Where to the east of these mountains is nothing but desert, but on this side of the mountains it's all green and vibrant. There is there's just this. Yeah, it's there may be it looks like you see something hidden in the trees around this gate. Like
Okay.
there's hiding what might be a structure, like a tower.
Okay. There's something up in the trees, I think.
Now, are you guys near the rear or near the front on this passage right now?
Were we still gonna cover the rear? Because I thought that's what
That's what you were doing yesterday. But
Yeah.
today, are
Well,
you
we
covering?
We didn't
that's
know where
true.
we were going, so
It's okay. I'm just asking.
I assume rear. Yeah.
Yeah, I also assumed we were.
Okay, you see the NK's truck stops in front of the gate. Gate is closed. NK hops out of the truck and starts looking at the gate. There is there's a wall that goes in both directions with this gate. Just kind of
Why
into the
don't you pull
rock
up to the
side.
gate, please?
What was that?
Pull up to the gate, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
He pulls forward.
All right, so you're up at the gate. NK is just kind of looking at the iron gate. She goes, it's supposed to open?
Yeah, I get out.
I don't...
Huh.
Obi
Okay.
hops out. And he would like to totally investigate the gate.
It's a gate. So you investigate the gate. There doesn't appear to be any sort of latch. Like whatever mechanism opens and closes this is remote from here.
Yeah, it can't be open from here.
After a minute, you hear something, and you hear what sounds like a door. And a young man with a top bun, and kind of a straggly beard, wearing a loose tunic shirt and cargo shorts and sandals, walks out from he's on the other side of the iron gate, because you can see through it. It's not opaque. He just walks out. Hey man, what's your deal? We're looking for merCour. I've got these people who their village got burned down and looking for sanctuary. We were told this is a place they could find sanctuary. Oh, yeah, man. So yeah, this is merCour. Have you done violence? I mean,
Is it on a person by person basis?
hey,
You might be able to work around this.
Hey man, We've only done so to defend ourselves. We were attacked. That's the whole reason why. So we were attacked by raiders, and we defended ourselves. Because we didn't want to do violence, but it's a violent world that we're trying to escape.
Yeah. Why?
That's not a bad answer, man. Here, can you?
Okay.
One of you he reaches his hand out between the bars. Someone give me your hand.
I give him my hand.
Roll me a d10.
That's a 2.
You feel kind of something. It's like a tingle.
Okay.
Yeah, man, those guys seem gnarly. It's with the dwarf in the onesie, man. All right, cool. You guys, you're from... Wait. He's just looking at you, Liz. You're from far... All right, great. All right.
Wait, hang on.
Mikey, get the gate open.
Okay. I'd like to suddenly just get an impression from him. I'd like to read his mind.
Sorry, it's the impression that I get. I'm very funny. All right, where's the psychic? So what are you trying to do? Which psychic thing are you trying to do?
Read minds.
Read minds. All right. Fodder characters said he's not fodder. Yeah, it's literally that I just did that to you. So roll me a d10.
7.
You got nothing. Man, good try. You're gonna love it here. All right, guys, get the gate open.
Okay.
Get the gate open. We got these folks need safety. And he's yelling at the guy like higher up, and you go, all right, I'll get it open, dude. The gates open in part, and this guy looks at you and goes, "Oh, she's gonna be so excited that you're here, man. You have no idea. Welcome to the summer court."
Oh.
And you guys people start driving in.
Oh boy.
You guys arrive in kind of the road. It turns into this like beautifully, like nicely paved road that is well maintained. It comes into this village, and there's this large open square. It's just modest housing. And suddenly there's kind of this big central hall, but it's all like community and friendly. Everyone say hi, and stepping out of the central hall is a young woman with blonde hair, dressed in like a t-shirt and shorts and sandals. And the guy who had met you at the gate followed you down. And he just, he steps up, says, "Introducing Lady Mindial Nirana, the Queen of the Summer Court." Oh my God, Liz! And Mindy just runs straight at you, Liz, and scoops you up in her arms.
Mindy, oh my God. I can't believe this.
Oh my
Okay.
God, yeah. Oh my God. So good. It's so good to see you. Yeah, she kisses you.
Yes. Oh.
More like the some Mars court, am I right?
NK is just standing there going like, I am very
Martian.
confused.
What does that even mean? Ah,
She's
they're
a
dating.
Martian.
Oh,
She's
okay. How is she dating someone? Oh, wait. Got it. Remembering. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. I didn't recognize her at first.
Okay. Yeah, this is
I thought,
this is NK here.
oh my God, Cole! We've, what? And NK looks really confused. Oh my God, Cole, I haven't seen you something like you did the whole thing with the peanut butter in the frat house. Oh my God, and like Gabo was there, and like I met. Okay, like okay, it's just like saucer. Like so there's some gaps in my memory, and cool. This explains something. Like, oh God, like that kid just sitting down on the ground. Is your friend okay? Is Cole okay?
Yeah, I think she's fine.
Oh, is she like Cole? How long has it been since? It's NK
She doesn't.
now.
I don't think she remembers you.
No, I remember her, but not from a thing that's happened to her yet.
Yeah, she remembers you from the future, I guess. But you know,
She's been
yeah.
time traveling a lot. Like a lot. She's a bit of a cyborg now.
I thought
Which is kind of cool, but she's got memory issues.
No, I
Hmm.
thought you guys are just crazy. I thought.
Oh,
you
no,
were
no,
just
no. Like
crazy.
actual time travel.
No, that's NK talking. Like I was so I'm
What?
gonna be so rude at that party. Like just at this NK is having like lots of feelings and thoughts that she can't express.
This is normal for NK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, and you didn't like. She was at the wedding, wasn't she? She was at the wedding, and I didn't. And I thought, okay, so like Michelle, I thought she was crazy. I thought there was this crazy girl Lizzie's dating, and I didn't know she was really Oh God, that whole time. I am so sorry ahead of time, Mindy, and I can't tell you why. Okay. All right, Liz. Oh my God, I gotta show you around the summer court. This is the summer court.
Okay. I have something I want to show you too. Okay, yes, let's go.
Okay, yes. What do you want to show me?
Wait, hang on. Is everyone good here?
Amy shrugs.
Amy D.
Yeah, I'm good.
Obi. Okay.
Deke does a thumbs up.
Okay. So, oh my
Show me around.
Yes. So I actually built this before the apocalypse. I couldn't stop the apocalypse, but like I figured, hey, I got this nice place. Like I still have to get around to fixing the sign off, and everyone's calling it merCour now. So I feel like if I fix the sign, everyone's going to get confused and they're going to think it's a different place, right? So like if I actually I'm still not calling it merCour. It's the summer court, but all the signs, like letters. How in apocalypse does like letters just get knocked off a sign? Right? Like,
I don't.
How does the rest of the sign survive? Sorry.
What?
Oh my God. So yeah, I've been like I built this place like about a couple hundred years before the apocalypse came as kind of, like my summer court in exile, because like have you seen Fiona's like Fiona told me you saw her court. She told me you saw it.
Yes, I kind of wanted to call you, but the Ansible was down.
Yeah, no, she told me. I was like so disappointed, but oh my God, you're here. You're here. How long are you here?
We're here for a week.
Oh my God. She's just like smiling. She's just smiling so much.
Yeah.
I get to be with you for a week.
I missed you.
I missed you too. Oh my God.
I know like we said, okay, when we see each other, if we see each other, but wanted to
I
see
want to see you
you.
all the time.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I know that, like,
oh,
okay, I don't want to be a lot. I know I'm a lot. I know I'm a lot. I know I'm clingy. I know I'm a lot, but I want to see you all
no,
the time. And I'm
okay,
sad when I don't get to see you, and I hope that's okay that I'm sad when I don't get to see you. But like, I'm also not like, I don't want to stop you, and I can't travel with you because I can't move instances between worlds. Like, that's not how that works. So like, I've always, just have to rely on you being able to stumble across an instance of me. But like, I'm I'm sorry. I'm like, I know I'm babbling. I'm just so happy to see you. I'm so happy that you're here.
yeah, me too. Oh my God.
She just kisses you again.
Oh,
And it is the full Mindy kiss. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I gotta show you around. Oh my God, like, I
yes.
built this place. So okay, this is the main hall. This is so, like, Fiona's got her whole like castle bullshit, and actually, she lives in that castle. It's crazy. I visited once. It took me like 40 years to get there. It was stupid. But so I visited that castle once, and it was just like, she lives in that thing. It's ostentatious. It is ridiculous, and it's a theme park. But so like, this is our great hall, and it looks like every community center you've ever been in. Like, it's a community center. It's like it's well maintained, it's being kept up, but it is like a 1970s aesthetic community center.
Did the others want to join us at all, by the way? Like,
Oh, Obi is there, or like,
Okay.
he wants to explore everything and everything.
Okay. Amy is just off talking to random fae. We'll let Amy have her adventure off to the side. And Cole is dying of embarrassment, so she and Michelle are still out by the trucks.
Dee is just kind of like taking everything in and low key wondering if this is Mars,
Far
but
out,
very
man.
low key.
So hey, you're an elf. Wow, you got red hair. That's
Yep.
pretty. I wonder, can I like? So this is weird. What's your name?
D.
Could
Just
I-
D.
So this is like, I know it would be like, this is weird and personal, but I'm like deeply curious about something, and I was wondering if I could have one of your hairs. Like, I know it's not like for a sex thing. It's just like, I have a suspicion about you and I want to test it. And if I just have one of your hairs, it's not invasive and you don't have to like do anything.
Yeah, but is this like some sort of magic bullshit thing instead?
Oh, it's 100%
that
magic.
also-
Well, it's magic bullshit, but it's like finding information magic bullshit and not like doing something to you magic bullshit.
Fine, sure, go for it.
It's a
I don't have
magical,
anything better to do.
it's a magical DNA test.
Sure, let's find out.
All right, Dee takes one of your hair, walks away. All right, so back to Mindy and apparently Obi with Liz. Okay, so like, and this is just like, it's a center. Like, this is where like we meet, because in the summer court, I like to like, okay, so I'm supposed to be in charge, but I don't like that. So we decide things in the summer court by community meeting, right? We gather all the fae in the summer court together, and we talk out our problems and our decisions here. It's nothing pretty, it's nothing, but it like, it's warm in the winter and cool in the summer, and like we can talk out stuff. And also like when we do like group meetings, because we've been taking in humans like pretty regularly, like it's still like we let the humans vote in the decisions, but like gate people and things like that, we try to keep that to fae in case like, because people approach the gate, sometimes they're not friendly, and so I would rather have like, if one of the fae gets hurt there, like they still exist in other realities, so like they can't die from it, you know? So like if a battle at the gate goes badly, I don't want to put humans up there, because humans can only get to die once. Oh, so like so the humans were mostly settling like in the lower part of the valley down by the river and the stream, and like because it's like um we hadn't developed down there yet before the great apocalypse. I don't know what it's called. What do you call an apocalypse? Like, so it was like this whole nuclear thing, but we were like in the shadow of the nuclear attack, and then like that fallout dissipated, and like people reform society in weird ass ways. Like, there's this whole town where they just make watches. They call it Watchtown. Why do they need to make watches? Like, I understand the need for like timepieces in a post-apocalypse, but who builds an entire town and economy off of a single item? Like, that's just so weird. Anyway, so,
That
so like,
is.
it's like these people like they get raiders out in the world who are burning places down. We've got resources here, so we try to keep the gates open to people who aren't violent, and like so the gatekeepers are I have like the guys who I have guarding the gates, they're like thought and memory is their domains, and so they just check people on their way in, and they ask them. So we have them ask if they did violence, and then we gauge whether to let them in based on the truthfulness of their answer, because like obviously like people are going to have to do violence to survive, but then we can like check their thoughts and their memory of the events and like their motivations behind it, right? So like we,
course.
that way, like, if we don't let some guy in who claims that he was doing everything in self-defense but was deriving sick statistic joy from it. We just say, no, you can't come in, and we don't let him in. And it seems to work well. They're probably checking right now they're checking all of the people in the group. It didn't seem fair not to let them in. Anyone who we think is going to be a danger, we'll load them up with supplies and then send those people away. But I've yet to have to send anybody away because it takes a lot. Like, people, when they're starving and hungry, will do violence in a lot of situations that they won't if they have a full belly. And I am very proud of the fact that we have more than enough food for everybody here. So I find that people, if they have safety, security, and a full stomach, tend to behave very well if they think they're safe. And so I guess our main job is to keep people safe, and then they feel safe, and then they don't do bad things all on their own,
Yes. Okay.
because
That
people
all
are
makes
inherently
sense to
good.
me.
People are inherently good most of the time. Most people are. Anyways, so like let me show you where I live.
Okay.
And she leads you out the back of the community center, and probably about like not that like probably 30 feet away from the back of the community center is a small modest cottage. It is a simple simple one-story home. It notably does not have a bedroom. So this is my place. I've got it's just one big room and a bathroom. The room is like, but it's full of like soft, comfortable, plush couches and furniture, and there's there's a kitchen, and there's there's a bathroom, and Mindy's like, so I don't technically need to sleep, so because like I'm often busy like doing administrative stuff here, I don't usually get to sleep, so I didn't bother with a bed. God,
Okay.
you're here for a week, I'm gonna have to get a bed. I mean, assuming you wanted to stay with me. I'm being presumptuous.
I would love to.
She kisses you again. I'm sorry, Obi, you keep watching these two adult women make out. It's
Whenever it happens, he's just like, oh, look what's over here, because he's very used to it by now.
But yeah,
I think he's just thinking like, I wonder if I'm gonna be this squishy when I'm in love.
But oh my God, you're here, and this is great, and this is amazing, and oh, I'm gonna have to find rooms for all of your friends. Okay, so we have temporary quarters that we house newcomers in. I probably have a couple of places that we can temporarily put your friends that are permanent houses, but you're not going to be staying permanently. You're just going to be staying for like a week. So let me get Maybe Mikey can do it. Okay. Yeah, and so like she starts walking out, and she walks you out of the cabin, out of her cottage, and suddenly the guy who was at the door runs up to her, the guy who's at the gate. So we got a problem, Mindy. We got a problem, Lady Mindy. It's a big one. What's the issue? It's with one of the people in their group. One of the people.
Who? What?
One of the people who came in with you. He was
Okay.
He was driving the black SUV. Mindy, it's Jethro. Jethro's here.
Not that guy again.
Son of a fucking bitch. Sorry, that's where we're gonna end our session. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.